최근에 천시몬의 기적들이 일어나면서 이에 대한 새로운 흐름이 생겨나고 있는데요. 한번 간증하고 나서 이후에 새로운 간증을 해준 사람입니다. 몰도바에서 온 2세인데 우울증의 원인을 목에서 찾았다는 간증입니다.
For the last 5 years, I have had suicidal thoughts that got worse every year. My mind and body were in constant pain. For this reason, in desperation, I made many mistakes that ruined my life even more. When the situation became somewhat critical, I decided to participate in a 40-day workshop. At first, I didn't like it very much. Prayer has been difficult for me. And in the end, at 9th vigil, I was able to open up to God. When I feel this, I began to scream so much that I can be almost without a voice. Now the night vigil are my favorite part of the day, when I can be close to God. In total, I participated in 34 night vigils. I shouldn't give up. I will fight for my life, and I will not let the evil spiritual world take me away. I promise that at my next worship I will give a testimony as a winner.
Previously, my main problem was suicidal thoughts, where he said that the cause of my depression was in my neck. I was surprised because I really had problems with my neck. Since childhood, I was born with a displacement of the cervical vertebrae, which is why I began to suffer from headaches from the age of 7. Medicines didn't help me. Because of the headaches, I couldn't even sleep. My vision was severely impaired as a result of constriction of the blood flow. That I was almost ready to kill myself. My mother, hearing about the words of Mr. Kim, remembered a relative who died in the apartment where I lived and said that we need to liberate him. He turned out to be my grandmother's cousin. As a child, he had an accident. A brick fell on his head and injured his neck. Because of this, he began to suffer from severe headaches. He developed deep depression and couldn't cope with it, and eventually handed himself in the toilet of that apartment at the age about 21. Also, before my relative died, another person had handed himself in the same toilet. As you know, when a person hands himself, his cervical vertebrae are damaged. Possibly that is why my relative, under the influence of the first suicide, acquired a neck trauma and later handed himself. And then I developed congenital problems with my vertebrae. I see that my paths with my relative are similar. I, as a person with a physical body, had the responsibility to restore the situation of my relative. What would happen to me if I committed suicide at the workshop under the influence of my relative? I would take his position, waiting in pain for salvation. The problem wouldn't be solved, and other person on earth would have to pay double redemption. If we have a lot of problems, it means the spirits have a lot of hope for us. There is no need to hate evil spirits. They are children of God. Each of us could have been in their place if it were not for true parents. Therefore, it's our responsibility to liberate the spirits and actively participate in Chanyan sessions. After my relative release, I had no problems with my neck, and the suicidal thoughts immediately stopped. Just recently, I couldn't imagine that a happy life is not a fiction. Now, like a child, I'm beginning to learn about the world from a completely new side and take my first steps toward growth. My state has really improved. I began to realize my potential. After fulfilling the conditions during this time, I understand that this is the life of faith. It should be regular, like breathing, and selfless. It should always be there. Therefore, I will continue to move forward, devoting time every to spiritual growth. But now I understand that this was the basis for the disappearance of depression. Now I am a happy person. I will make efforts to restore this world.